Welcome back to Hawks Digest. You know what time it is. Time for another video. We have more news that's come in. We have multiple updates in this major report because the Atlanta Hawks, are on the verge of something special. It all revolves around this guy who's looking at you right now, Onsi Saleh, and also Trey Young, and we have more news as well. But we're going to start with our head of the snake. But before I do that, guess who's Bazak Zach? Still got Hawks on my clothes and sit back and just enjoy the show. We are going to get into this. Before I do, take off your shoes, leave on your socks, and let me give you your shout out before I get into this. Thank you to everyone who is subscribed to Hawks Digest. We have just crossed the 2,500 mark. That's right, the 2,500 mark. And it's all because of each and every one of you who have taken the time out to subscribe to us when you need that Hawks content, making us one of your first listens. And if you're not subscribed to Hawks Digest, I understand there's other Hawks content, but when you just need everything that is surrounding around the Atlanta Hawks, there's no better place than the Hawks Digest. I guarantee you that. So with that being said, come on and hit that subscribe button and become a part of the Hawks Digest family. Now, moving on. Ice, Trey the gang. You know what time it is, man. Trey Young, man. We have reports coming out. Shams Serenia earlier today was asked a few questions, and he was asked about Trey Young. Now, I'm not going to play it. I don't want to risk any kind of copyright or anything like that, but I will tell you some notes from what he was saying. Now, it is reported that Trey Young is reportedly locked in and excited about the offseason moves of the 2025-26 season. And how could he not be excited? I mean, this is honestly on paper the best team that has been around Trey Young, period. You just look at the skill sets of such players, you look at the pedigree of such players, experience. Like I say, you have Kristaps Porzingis. He brings in championship experience, brings in a guy who can rim protect. He's articulate. He understands the game. He's a champion. So you bring in that championship experience. Now, also, another thing that Shams was saying that Trey Young, this is coming from Shams now. Trey Young, by all my accounts, I'm told, is locked in. He's excited about this team. He really believes this team is as close to that team that he made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I agree. Also, if there is no extension, I would not be surprised if he waits until the 2026 summer. Now, of course, we already know Terrence Mann is gone. Georges Niang, Karis LeVert, Larry Nance Jr., Clint Capella. They are all gone off of the Atlanta Hawks. But again, just like I just said, Kristaps Porzingis is here. Luke Kennard is here. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is here. So we have those, and we also have guys that are playing on the summer league team that are, turning heads, like the Kobe Buffkins, like the Jacob Toppins, like the Jack McVay. Even though I will get to that in a moment as well. So we have guys on this team, and this team is getting really deep, really loaded, along with athletic help. We got plenty of wing depth. So it's just like you look at the point guard. Now, so of course, a lot of people is talking about the backup point guard. A lot of people are talking about the backup center role. Who's going to be starting? You have a lot of good problems that are generating, I believe, in the city of Atlanta. And meanwhile, as of July 6th, Trey Young became eligible to sign a 4-year, $229 million, not 222, but $229 million extension with the Hawks that will definitely carry him into his 30s. He will be entering the final year of his guaranteed deal with the player option in 26-27. So again, if he does wait until 26, he can still opt in and we can still work something out. It doesn't mean just because he doesn't sign anything this year doesn't guarantee that Trey Young will not be a member of the Atlanta Hawks in the foreseeable future. We've seen it before. You can always go to the pretty much the midnight hour when it comes to try to negotiate deals. And we don't know. Maybe it's something in place, maybe not. Who knows? But regardless, Trey understands that this is the best team that's been around him since 2021. And I believe he's going to act as such. This year, we have a lot of guys that are going to contribute. You see what the Hawks are doing, getting better perimeter shooting because Trey likes to pass. That's his favorite thing to do, whether people realize it or like it or understand that or not. So that's one thing. You're getting guys that can shoot the ball. You're getting guys that can defend as well because Trey's not getting no taller. So you're going to have to put guys around him to pretty much neutralize his inconsistencies on defense. He's not getting any taller, but he did gain some effort over the last 2 seasons, especially last year. He gained effort. I would like to thank guys like Dyson Daniels. I mean, you got to think about Quin Snyder. He's playing for a coach he wants to play for. The Atlanta Hawks, they also declined the Knicks talking to Quin Snyder. That could have been a formality, but at the end of the day, they're still protecting guys that mean something to Trey. So with that being said, if Ice Trey is locked in, I'm locked in with Ice Trey as well. But again, I said we have multiple updates, darn it. And I meant that because this young man, you know who that is. Stop acting like you don't know Katon Wallace. Yes, Katon Wallace has been signed to a 2-way contract. Katon Wallace, man, hey, look, last season, despite what anybody would say about Katon Wallace, he was a factor for the Atlanta Hawks. He came in during injuries to the team, Trey Young, and honestly, he came in, I think I have it for you guys right here. I know I have it for you guys. I have it in my notes here. I have so much written down. I'm sorry. But, okay, yes. He averaged 5.4 points. He did do that and 2 assists in the entire season. But you got to think about what Katon Wallace did when guys like Trey Young was out. Remember that Boston game? Let's just talk about his 5 starts. He got 5 starts and averaged 13.8 points, 8.4 assists, 4.8 rebounds, 2.2 steals in his 5 starts. Being a capable backup, because also we lost Kobe Buffkin. So Katon Wallace is yet again an insurance policy. He has this 2-way deal because he was a restricted free agent, and he could resign. And his deal was to resign another 2-way contract. No one claimed him, so we're going to take Katon Wallace, and now all 3 2-way spots are completely filled. So for guys who like myself, who like Jack McVay may have to find somewhere else to play because Katon Wallace just took up the last spot. Of course, you know, Eli, he has 1, and then we also gave Jacob Toppin the other one. So now Katon Wallace is that 3rd spot. All spots are locked up. We'll see exactly what the Atlanta Hawks want to do moving forward with the rotation, but it's a good problem to have because Katon Wallace earned that spot. I felt like Katon Wallace could be back, and he is back now. So I'm happy to see that they were able to get that deal done. He's on the 2-way contract. Like I said, we'll see where Jacob Toppin goes. I believe his upside, I've already talked about that in a personal video as well. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you go back and check that out. Guys, we have some guys that are on this squad that could really produce. And remember, a lot of these guys that are on the squad are coming back. Yes, we added some new pieces, but we still have a squad that has familiarity with each other. And we have a squad that, when healthy, we were taking down the Bostons. We were taking down the Clevelands, all the top spots. Now it's time to leapfrog all of that and get into one of these top 4 spots and cement ourselves there to get to these playoffs. No more Hawks Invitational, guys. It's time to elevate, execute, and get ourselves into the playoffs and make some noise for the Atlanta Hawks fans who are rocking the gear, who are showing up to the games. It's time to be the bullies all around in the city of Atlanta, and it's time to crack some skulls. And I believe we have some guys that are ready to do that. They're ready to do search. Of course, learning curves are going to be there, but at the end of the day, I believe the mission is clear for everybody on the Atlanta Hawks. Let's take down the enemies, and let's go ahead and get us something for the city of Atlanta. More playoff experience, more playoff bursts, long playoff runs, and championships. That's what we need. But guys, that is a quick update I had to get to you guys about Mr. Katon Wallace, about Mr. Ice Trae Young. And for Hawks Digest, I am Chris Tip Moore. Peace and blessings to you all. Y'all be safe out there and enjoy your weekend. And I'll holler.